Well, in this little video I will explain some terms, technical terms. First of all, we start with the OSI model, which is divided into 7 layers. The first layer is the physical layer, where all physical aspects are handled, for example the networking cable. Also it contains the repeaters and the hubs, and for example a wireless antenna or whatever. It's the physical layer. It's the basic layer of all. Then on the second layer it follows the data link, the transport layer, which means the network access point to point. For example, the whole Ethernet on which most of networks are based. Also the new wireless standards IEEE 802.3, VLAN, TLAP, FDDI, MAC, Token Ring or ARCnet, for example. Also in this layer you often find bridges, layer 2 switches, wireless access points, for example. The third layer is the networking layer, the Vermittlungslayer. It's internet based, for example the ICMP protocol, the IGMP protocol. Also it contains the IP address, IPsec for security, for secured IP addresses, and IPX for novel systems. There is often it's a package. The layer is package based, and often you find there routers and layer 3 switches. Next layer is the transport layer. This contains the TCP and the UDP protocol, for example SPX. TCP are the segments and UDP are the datagrams. Then on the fifth layer it calls the session layer. It's the end-to-end and the application layer. This contains, for example, DHCP, DNS, FTP, HTTP, HTTPS, LDAP, MQTT, etc. Also in the same layer there is the presentation layer. It's all application oriented. And finally the seventh layer is the application layer, where all applications are lying. So, which means, for example, as I said before, DHCP is a dynamic host configuration protocol which manages the automatic spreading of IP addresses. You configure it on the DHCP server, a range on which the IP addresses are leased to clients, for example. It's often used for client. Next thing we will look about is PoE. It's called Power over Ethernet. It's a technology which often is implemented on switches to make ensure that devices which are connected to the PoE port, that they will get power from this port. So this technology is often used, for example, to power on IP telephone boxes. If you have a fixed IP telephone which is connected to the normal LAN, that's the PoE technology. And finally, TCP/IP is also part of the OSI layer model, of course, and it's the whole TCP/IP protocol is the whole thing above the IP addresses. So it contains the MAC addresses, the IP addresses, etc. And DSL modems are the successor of ADSL modems. Means DSL modem normally runs in a synchronized speed. The upload and the download speed is often the same speed. On ADSL, this was asynchronous, which means the upload speed was often lower than the download speed. And multicast is a technology to spread signals and IP addresses to many receivers, from a sender to many receivers instead of broadcast. Broadcast, for example, is another technology which is often used by DHCP servers. Means they send over the broadcast address, they send a signal, and the client, or the computer or whatever, receives this signal, and after that they make a handshake, and after all is good, the acknowledgement is gone, and leases are spread to the client. Multicast is often used in video conferencing environments, or for example for making live streams possible. Yeah, that's it, that's all.